These players use balanced and unbalanced forces to control the motion of a ball. They apply a force to the ball when they kick it in the direction they want it to go. Now, you will plan an investigation to test the effects of forces on objects. How do balanced and unbalanced forces determine an object's motion? Create your foursquare. In the first box, write "Think like a scientist." For this experiment, we are going to build a launcher. How will you measure the strength of force? How will you vary the strength of the force? How will you measure the motion of the ball? And how many trials will we run? Talk with your class and decide some answers to these questions. For this experiment, you're going to need a few materials: a rubber band, a sturdy folder, and a piece of paper. Now let's set up our experiment. First, take your folder and your rubber band. Secure your rubber band around the folder. Try and get the rubber band in the middle of the folder. Then take your piece of paper. I split mine in half by ripping it down the middle. And then I'm going to crunch it up until I make a little ball. Make sure you squeeze it tight to make a nice, sturdy ball. We're going to use these materials to build a launcher. What do you think is going to happen? Take out your science notebook and continue writing in the second box at the top of your foursquare. For the first try, place your paper ball in front of the rubber band. Take the rubber band and pull it back slightly. See how far the ball goes. The paper ball went off of the folder, but it didn't go too far. How did the force that we put on the rubber band affect the ball's motion? When did you observe the unbalanced force happening? Were there any balanced forces in this experiment? What can we do to make the paper ball go farther on our second try? On our second try, we're going to take our rubber band and pull it back slightly farther than our first try. Observe how far the ball goes off the folder. What made the paper ball launch farther this time? Is there anything we can do to make the ball go further? On our third try, let's take the rubber band and pull it back even further. What happened to the paper ball this time? For our final try, let's pull the rubber band back even further and see how far the ball launches. Wow, look how far the ball went that time. How did our force affect the ball's direction and speed? Now it's time to complete our foursquare. On the bottom, fill out your prediction. Was your prediction correct? Was it incorrect? Don't forget to explain your thinking. In our final box, draw a picture of our experiment, and don't forget to use labels. Try this experiment at home. See how far you can get your paper ball to launch.